Hello everyone, New Paragraph. Welcome to Sign1News Live, New Paragraph. I'm Crystal Kuzanu, New Paragraph. Here are your top stories for today, New Paragraph. Early Wednesday morning, local time, Iran launched more than a dozen missiles at two military bases in Iraq that houses U.S. troops, New Paragraph. No casualties have been reported, New Paragraph. This video from the Fars News Agency claims to show the moments rockets hit the base. This cannot be independently confirmed, New Paragraph. Iran says the attacks were retaliation for last week's killing of the country's top general, Qasem Soleimani, New Paragraph. Iran's supreme leader said Iran gave the U.S. a slap in the face last night, New Paragraph. Iran claims it doesn't want war, but also says that any retaliation from Trump would be considered an escalation and responded to as such, New Paragraph. Following the attacks, President Trump tweeted, "All is well. So far, so good." Exclamation, New Paragraph. On Wednesday today, President Trump addressed the nation, New Paragraph. He said Iran appears to be standing down and he will impose new sanctions, New Paragraph. His address to the nation appeared to suggest there would not be a military response to the attacks, New Paragraph. He also criticized Iran's general, saying he was the world's top terrorist and that Soleimani was planning new attacks on American targets, but we stopped him, New Paragraph. Early Wednesday morning, a Ukraine International Airlines Boeing 737 plane carrying 176 passengers and 9 crew members crashed, New Paragraph. A total of 176 people were killed, New Paragraph, and all of those on board were killed, New Paragraph. The flight that was bound for the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, crashed after takeoff from Tehran, Iran, New Paragraph. The plane disappeared from radars a few minutes after its departure, New Paragraph. A news agency in Iran reported the crash was due to technical difficulties, New Paragraph. Flight tracking service Flight Radar 24 said in a tweet that the jet had been in service for about 3.5 years, New Paragraph. Investigators looking into what caused the plane crash, New Paragraph. Yesterday, Tuesday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said he has the votes to move forward with the impeachment trial without initial agreement on witnesses with Senate Democrats, New Paragraph. Since last month, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has been holding on to the 2 articles of impeachment in hopes McConnell and other Senate Republicans would negotiate the ground rules of the impeachment trial, New Paragraph. But McConnell already has the votes, it doesn't matter, New Paragraph. Democrats still want a deal up front to hear from witnesses and get documents, but McConnell says those matters should be dealt with later after opening statements, New Paragraph. Pelosi said McConnell must publish the rules for the Senate trial before the impeachment articles would send to the Senate, New Paragraph. Humans are not the only ones that have been affected by the bushfires in Australia. Period, new paragraph. Hundreds of dead animals were found lying alongside of the road in Batlow, New South Wales. Period, new paragraph. On Sunday, the staff of the Batlow Hotel, who took the video, say the animals were mostly cattle and sheep. Period, new paragraph. They had broken through the fence in an effort to get out. Period, new paragraph. The Australia wildfires are affecting the country nationwide. Period, new paragraph. They are mainly caused by drought and extreme heat. Period, new paragraph. But officials say dozens of people are directly to blame for some of the problem. Period, new paragraph. Police have charged at least 24 people for intentionally starting bushfires in the state of New South Wales. Period, new paragraph. NSW police have taken legal action against 183 people for fire-related offenses since November 8. Period, new paragraph. Most are violations of the statewide fire ban or relate to people discarding cigarettes or matches. Period, new paragraph. People who give up alcohol this month may save more than their health. Period, new paragraph. Giving up drinking in January has become quite the thing. Period, new paragraph. According to USA Today, just over half of millennials in a survey conducted by the Harris poll say they intend to take what's called a dry January. Period, new paragraph. Dry January is when people commit to not drinking alcohol for the month. Period, new paragraph. Getting up alcohol in January became popular as a way to counter the effects of eating unhealthy during the holidays. Period, new paragraph. Some millennials say they go out less when they don't drink, which leads to a healthier diet and more consistent bedtimes. Period, new paragraph. 81% of millennials in the survey say taking a break made them realize just how much money they're spending on booze. Period, new paragraph. According to the survey, millennials tend to spend an average of $300 a month on alcohol. Exclamation, new paragraph. Gen Xers only spend half as much. Period, new paragraph. Burger King's Meatless Impossible Whopper is a big success for the restaurant, and now it's targeting the first meal of the day. Period, new paragraph. Later this month, the chain will test the meatless breakfast sandwich in 5 different states. Period, new paragraph. The Impossible Croissant has eggs and cheese on a croissant coupled with a plant-based sausage patty from Impossible Foods. Period, new paragraph. Burger King says meatless menu options have been key to bringing in younger customers. Period, new paragraph. The Impossible Croissant will only be available for a limited time, but if it does as well as the Impossible Whopper, you can likely expect a nationwide rollout. Period, new paragraph. In November, Dunkin' began offering a similar meatless breakfast option with a sausage patty made by Beyond Meat. Period, new paragraph. And those are your top stories for today. Period, new paragraph. I'm Crystal Kuzinu. Period, new paragraph. Thank you for watching Sign1News Live. Period, new paragraph. Remember to follow us on all of our social media platforms. And be sure to download our app too. Period, new paragraph. Sign1News. Period, your life. Period, your language. Period.